Hi, everyone. Your godmother is here. It feels like forever since we talked. I've just been really, really busy getting ready for Halloween, which brings me to the topic of this video, which are my 5 favorite movies that are set at Halloween. They take place during Halloween. Please let me know what yours are in the chat below because I know I've missed some that are popular, and I know I'm including some that might not be one of your choices. Now, Halloween, I think it doesn't even really need to be said, is your godmother's favorite holiday. It always has been since I was a wee little baby godmother. The first costume I can remember, and I must have been like 2 or 3 years old, was a mask of Frankenstein's monster. I felt so powerful and indestructible behind that mask. I was bulletproof. I loved being the monster, and I've been chasing that high ever since. And that's why I love these Halloween movies that are set at Halloween. So my number 5 is Haunt from 2019, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods and starring Katie Stevens and Will Britton. I love a good haunted house movie, a movie set within haunted house. I love haunted cornfield movies. I enjoy the found footage ones like Hell House LLC and all of that in that series. That's an excellent series. And I love The Houses October Built. But to get me really in the Halloween mood, really ready for those sticky sweets, Haunt hits the spot. The set design is really interesting. I mean, some of it's standard haunted house, what you would expect, but some of it's pretty ingenious. What I love the most about this movie is that we have killers, but they don't give us the backstory. Sometimes the backstory on the killer can kind of dampen the gore of it. This has some nice gore. There's some gaps in logic, so leave your brain at the door, but basically Haunt at number 5 can really get you in the mood for some trick-or-treating. Then number 4 is Cobweb from 2023, directed by Samuel Bowden and starring 2 of my very favorite actors, Lizzie Kaplan and Anthony Starr. This film includes Halloween lore. I always love that. That's why this is number 4 on my list. I love when there is some sort of like, what do I want to say? Some sort of like cultural lore about Halloween, some sort of local lore, I should specify. And that's what this has. The children are told that a child disappeared trick-or-treating. So our main character has these crazy helicopter parents who won't let him trick-or-treat. He has to stay home, but he really wants to. But the call seems to be coming from inside the house. And I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to give anything away. I also love when there's an angelic educator. And, obviously this is coming from my being an educator. And as an educator, we receive a lot of scrutiny from the public. But there are teachers that throw themselves in front of bullets to protect kids. And I'm going to get off my soapbox now. But I love when the movies recognize that many teachers go into it with the highest of intentions and with the love for the children. So Cobweb gets me ready for those Mary Janes and, Charleston Chews. I mean, Snickers, of course, but I kind of like the chewy stuff at Halloween. Number 3 is Tales of Halloween from 2015. And there are 12 different directors here, so and then just a boatload of actors. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to name them all because this is an anthology movie. I love anthologies. You can go back and look at some of my favorite anthologies. This one starts off really strong with a story called Sweet Tooth, which again has that local lore that I love. Gets me so excited for Halloween. I mean, Halloween is just such an impressive holiday because of its history, because of its culture. But then within each little community, so much is added on to those stories. And that's probably one of the reasons why it's just one of my favorite holidays. After Sweet Tooth, we go through tales of demons and witches and UFOs. before ending with the truly entertaining Bad Seed, which is just, it's so crazy and funny. And I do love a good creature feature. The stories are candy centric, which I love. Everything's about candy and getting that candy. And that's what Halloween is, right? You want that candy. You want to get that big, you want those full size bars. You want the best candy. And then everyone, as we go through the movies, they all have TVs on and everybody's watching a classic Halloween movie, like Night of the Living Dead. So this movie is a lot of fun. I went into it thinking, oh, this is probably going to be really cheesy. I was so impressed with how much fun it was. Number 2, come fight me, is Halloween. I know it should be number 1, but it's number 2. I'm talking about the 1978 Halloween, directed by John Carpenter and starring the impossibly perfect Jamie Lee Curtis. I will give a shout out to Halloween H2O. I do love H2O. Halloween is one of my favorite franchises. The first one and H2O are like way up there for me in terms of just hitting that sweet spot. This one was number 1 on my slasher list, so it did get the accolades that it deserves. I really don't need to go. You all know this movie. I don't need to explain what this movie is to you. You know it. You know Michael Myers. You know the whole story. But this movie really helped to ignite the slasher genre and really inform our understanding of what it means to be a final girl. And then finally, number 1 is Trick or Treat, 2007, directed by Mike Dougherty and starring Dylan Baker, Anna Paquin, and Brian Cox. And I often say, when I'm talking about movies, I'll say, oh, I wish I could go back and watch that again for the first time. I feel that way about this one, but honestly, each time I watch it, I love it so much that I don't need that. The first time I watched it, I was blown away. It caught me off guard. Again, I went into it kind of like, okay, let's see what this is. And it blew my mind. But it continues to blow my mind every time I watch it. So I don't mind that day is gone. This movie, it's just, it's amazing. We love little Sam. He's so cute. Every time I go to a con, someone's dressed like him and I lose my mind. This movie, this is why this is number 1. This movie's like getting home with your Halloween loot, opening that bag and seeing the very best candy bars, and they're all king size. So let me know if you disagree with me. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments below. And I hope to be back to you soon with my top movies of 2025. And there are so many of them. This has been an amazing year for horror movies. So exciting. I can't wait to talk to you about them.